Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make one of these really cute, simple beaded rings. So this is what they look like, and these are great for stacking together or wearing on their own, like this. And this is a really simple, easy pattern for beginners, and it's using using right angle weave stitch. And if you're not familiar with that stitch, I do have a tutorial for that further down my channel if you want to check that out. And it's also great because this pattern you could carry on and go longer and make a bracelet if you wanted, or a bangle, or even a choker. Today I'm going to show you how to do the ring, so let's get started. Okay, so to make one of these rings you'll need two different colours of size 11 seed beads, and I'm going to be using this sort of cornflower blue and this metallic gunmetal colour. And you'll also need your beading thread. I'm using 6-pound fireline and a beading needle. And that's everything. Let's get started. Okay, so I've begun by threading my needle with some thread, and then I'm going to pick up 4 of my main colour. So this is the colour that you want to be in the middle, so the green and the pink here. So pick up 4 of your main colour and slide those down. You're going to leave 6 or 7 inches so that you can tie off your tail thread at the end, and then you're going to sew up through the first bead. So this is just right angle weave. So we have this. Now my thread's coming out of here. I'm going to move around 2 beads. I'm going to go through this one and this one, like that. And I do that so that I'm working in the opposite direction to where my tail thread's coming out of, so it's easier to manage. So now you're going to pick up 3. You're coming out the bottom of this one, you're going to circle round and go down through the top of that one that you're coming out of. So there we have our second little unit. Now you're going to sew through the next 2 beads. So you have this. So I'll show you again. So pick up 3. This time we're coming out the top of this bead, so you're going to circle round and go through the opposite side. So you've got your third little unit, and then you're going to move through the next 2. Now we've got this. I'll show you one more time. So you're going to pick up 3. Coming out of this one on the bottom, you're going to circle round and go through that bead on the opposite side. So you've got this, and then move through the next 2 so you're ready to add another group. So you've got that. So that's just right angle weave, and like I said, I have got a video for that already. If you need a more in-depth tutorial on that, that's further down my channel if you want to check it out. But what you're going to do now is carry on doing that until you get the length that you need for your ring, bracelet, or whatever you're making. So you're going to keep going, you're going to measure it around the finger that you want to wear it on, and then I always add an extra 2 little units. Once I get to the length that I need, I add an extra 2 units, because when you add these beads on the side it shrinks quite a lot, so bear that in mind. You want to get to the length that fits around your finger and then add 2 or 3 more little units. So go ahead and get to the length that you need, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so I've gone ahead and made it to the length that I want for my ring. So now you should be coming out of one of this bead right at the end. I'm going to move through the side bead in that unit, well, the top bead I should say, in that unit that you're coming out of. Okay, so make sure you're coming out of this top bead facing your threads heading that way towards the rest of the beads. I'm just gonna hold it like this, and we're gonna switch to our second colour. So pick up one, you're coming out of this bead here, you're gonna go into that same top bead on the next unit. Like that. Now pick up another one. So you're coming out of this one, you're going to go through the next side bead in the next group of 4, which is this one, like that. Pick up another one. Same again, you're coming out of here, you're going to go through that next side bead in the next group of 4. So all the way along you're putting a bead in these gaps here. So in these gaps here you're just putting a bead all the way along. So again, pick one up, and coming out of this one on the side here, I'm going to go through the next one there on the side. And don't pull it too tight at this stage because it will lose its shape if you do that. Leave the tension quite loose. And so go ahead all the way along this side, and then I'll show you what to do next. So I've added a bead all the way along that side, and like I said, if you pull it tight it's going to bunch up and lose its shape, so keep the tension quite loose, keep it flat and straight. So you should be coming out of this top bead here, going to go through the one right on the end that your tail's coming out of, and then I've turned it round and now I'm going to go into this one on the other side, like that. And now we're going to go back up the other side, putting a bead in all those gaps along the other side as well. So just picking up one and going into the next bead along the side. So go ahead and do that again all the way down this side. So once you get right to the end, then you can pull it tight and you'll feel it shrink up. And this is what we have. So now we're going to turn it into a ring, so you're going to fold it round. Let me just zoom out a little. I just fold mine in half like this, so that the two ends meet. And I'm coming out of this bead here, I'm going to move through the one on the end. So now I'm coming out this bead at the top. I'm going to pick up one of my first colours and go into the bead on the top of this side. So I'm going to go through that one right on the top. So I'm coming out the bottom of this one and going into the bottom of that one. Like that. Pick up one more of that first colour. Now I'm coming out the top of this one. I'm going to go through the top of that one on the other side. Okay, and that's, if I open it out now, that's our last little right angle weave unit that's joined them together. So through those 4 beads you want to sew through them a couple of times to make sure it's tight and it's not going to come undone. Okay, so I'm coming out of that top bead of that last group of 4 we just created. I'm going to go up through this bead on the side, across this one in the middle, and down through the one on the other side. Now I'm going to fill in these gaps that aren't filled in with my other colour. So picking up one, I'm coming out of this one, so I'm going to go into that next one on the side, picking up the next one, and go into that next one on the side. So we have this. Now I'm going to move across this one in the middle and back up through this one on this side. Now picking up one of my second colour, again I'm going to fill these gaps, so I'm going to go into that next one on that side, pick up another and go into the next one on that side. Pull it tight, and that is the finished ring. So to tie my knots, I'll just move my thread back into one of these middle beads that run along the middle, and then I'm going to take my needle and catch it under that thread there. See, my needle's coming under that thread. Pull it down until you get a small loop, and then put your needle through the loop twice, pull it down, and then the knot's going to tie on that little thread that we caught. And then move your needle on through a few beads before you tie another knot, and then tie as many knots as you want, and then cut your threads, and do the same with your tail thread as well. Okay, so once you tie off your threads, then that's it, that's the finished ring. So this is what they look like, and I think they look nice with the like a dark colour on the edge and a brighter colour in the middle. I think they'd look nice all in one colour as well. If you wanted to do like a bright silver or something like that, that would be really nice. And they look great stacked together or on their own. So it's really good, simple, easy project, great for beginners. And I hope you enjoyed this video and you're able to make one of these. Follow me on Instagram at Beading by Hannah, and subscribe to my channel here to see more of my videos. And like this video if you enjoyed, and comment down below what else you'd like to see. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.